Hi everyone, today I want to show you this really simple card using the Santa's Sleigh framelit dies from Stampin Up. It looks really simple, and it actually is, but there are quite a few little tips that I wanted to show, so I thought I'd make a video. One of the products it uses is this really beautiful, it's called Fancy Foil Acetate, so it's clear with gold polka dots. There's a couple patterns in the pack, and it's clear, so you might wonder how to attach that nicely. It also uses some gold foil paper and some dies, and I thought I'd show you how I put it together. It starts with the framelits. The Santa sleigh framelits are beautiful, and there's a pretty layering piece for the sleigh and various packages and stockings and teddy bear. The pieces we're going to use today are this really pretty reindeer and a star and the tree. They all come from the same pack, and I thought I'd show you how to get the most out of your die without using too much of this foil paper. The foil paper is a little bit more expensive. It's not too bad, but when you're making a lot, you might want to save on paper by cutting it out like this. So what I did was I cut out the oval and the reindeer and the star all at one time, so that it saved on how many times I had to crank through the machine, but also it saves on this foil paper because you're not going to see it once you layer it with your vanilla oval. See, covers it up completely, so that saves you on foil and time. You might notice the little stitching detail on this oval. It's the new what are they called again? Stitch Shapes framelits, and they come in ovals and circles and squares, and they have the sweet little stitching detail around the edges. You can also use your layering ovals framelits, which is where I got the scalloped edge oval. There you go. One of the nice things about being a demonstrator is you tend to have a lot of things, and you can change and decide what you want to do. So I decided to use the little stitched ones at the last minute. I actually had started making it without it, and then I thought, no, I'm going to use that. It's so cute. It's brand new. I had to do it. The tree is cut from shimmery white paper, which does not show up on video. You're not going to see that it shimmers, but it has a little pearl look to it. It's not quite white. It's not quite vanilla, so I thought it would layer pretty on top of the gold and vanilla. And let's just show you how to put this card together. I started with a very vanilla card base, scored in half. Now I didn't want any of the adhesive to show through on my Fancy Foil Acetate. And I know that they sell vellum stickers or vellum adhesive and things like that, but it still does kind of show. I don't think those actually work as well as I wished they would. So I just used a regular tear tape on the side where the ribbon is going to be, because you won't see it. It's behind the ribbon, and the tear tape is the same size as the ribbon, so I thought I might as well use that. And I just ran down right at the fold with my tear tape. There we go. And then I layered the acetate right on top. So yes, you are going to see it, but once I put the ribbon on, you will not. And you don't have to adhere it all the way around, because it's on there good and tight. It's not going to go anywhere. The fact that it flops, it's okay. It adds another interesting, pretty layer to your card, and I don't think anybody's going to actually notice that it is separate anyway. I tie the ribbon going directly over that adhesive, so you're never going to see it. This ribbon is really pretty. It's kind of natural looking. It's kind of a twill with some gold thread right down the center. It's really pretty. Nice for Christmas or anytime really. And make a pretty wedding anniversary type card. You could tie a bow here. I'm not good at bows, and I decided that a bow is not completely necessary. I decided that a lot, actually. Okay. So that's the base, and you're not going to see that adhesive at all. It's on there good and tight. As for putting these pieces down, I kind of did the same thing. You're going to hide the adhesive right behind there, so no one's going to see it. I just used our snail. It's going to be a glare because of this acetate, so I apologize for that on the video. And I'm going to put that right in the center. There. Now, before attaching this oval layer, I embossed with gold embossing powder. To do that, you just use your Versamark ink, which is a sticky watermark type ink, and I put it in the top corner. Kind of hear that sticky sound. Shake some gold embossing powder on top. I meant to have a little catch piece of paper. Let's go ahead and do this. Pour it on, shake it up. I give it a good flick to get any little bits. There we go. And put the remainder back into your jar, like that. I'm going to heat up the embossing powder, which is going to make a loud noise like a hairdryer. Maybe you can see it start to turn shiny. There it goes. Just takes a second. That's going to layer right on top of that deer. There you go. That 'Tis the Season stamp set is actually from another set called Peaceful Pines. You can look through your Christmas stamps and see what small little sayings you have that might work well on this card. The Santa sleigh has a really long saying across the bottom, and I decided not to use it for this particular project. Another thing about the Santa sleigh framelits is that you can really, if you feel like the bundle is too much, you don't want the framelits and the stamp set, but you really just love that reindeer, which is my deal, and the sleigh is just so ornate and beautiful, and you wish you had it, consider just doing the framelits this time. You don't always need the stamp and the framelit. This one has such pretty images that work on their own, like I'm doing here, that having them both isn't absolutely necessary. As you can see, I just put the reindeer and the tree right on top with my snail adhesive. I'm going to use a glue dot on this tiny little star because he's so small. And right there. And that's going to be a little extra stick to get that tree down. And I'm done. I made that whole card pretty quickly, don't you think? It's really pretty. I wish you could see the shimmer in person and the gold embossing. It's a lovely card, very simple, and again, you don't need to have the stamps and the framelits. This is the stamps, though. I'm going to show them to you because they are cute. They have a little teddy bear. This wreath looks really sweet around the reindeer's neck, and the sleigh is beautiful. But like I said, if you don't think you need this entire thing, the framelits are great on their own. The only thing that might be odd would be the teddy bear, because you're thinking to yourself, what is this teddy bear? And this is like a little bow, which maybe would be weird, but this bow would work. And the stocking and this bow, they're all very pretty, and it comes with the reindeer and the star and the tree as well. Really pretty. Another card that uses just the framelits I thought I'd show really quickly while I have you here, and that's this one. This is just the star and the tree and scraps of paper lined up behind it. Everybody's got little scraps of paper, don't you? And it's great to use them up this way, or even if you intentionally cut them because it's such a cute card. And that just uses the framelits. The framelits are great. Oops, this little pine. I love framelits, as you can see. A little piece of pine came out with that. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you liked my tips and tricks for how to hide adhesive. I'm going to sneeze. This is going to be on my bloopers tape. I hope you like my tips and tricks for how to hide some adhesive behind. If you wanted to add some more, you could put it behind your main image too to keep it all down. But there's always a place that you can hide some adhesive behind vellum or acetate. Just kind of look at your card and see what's not going to show. And adding ribbon to the edge of acetate is always a good trick to keep it down. Don't forget to check out this fancy foil when you go to my blog. You can get links directly to the products right there on the blog. And I hope you really like this project. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and consider making me your demonstrator. I would love to earn your business. Thanks for stopping by.